Aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Moody. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there. Time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10. I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Let's go, one more. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Blair. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 63 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Blanton. And this is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, Blanton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, Delta.
To throw again, Blanton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
On the ball.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And he's got this down to the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wouldn't let the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
A gain of 32 that time.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. Operating from the gun. Blanton. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 3 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
And two soft. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's Moody. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one good for 33 and a first. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Ready?
Back to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. These two teams all tied after one.
70, Indy. Check X3, 218, chopper. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Blanton Looking left side. He's got it complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Blanton. Left side, it's complete. He's got it. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Go.
Looking to throw. Blanton firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground now on, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they took your advice from a bit earlier, tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or 2 away from making it work.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
59 Mike. Check, 59. Watch the pass. Get it.
From the gun, Blanton. And that is incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side.
Moody. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moody. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll drop to throw. And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. We got it. We go. 50, plant. I don't think you got it, sir.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Toward the End zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 4 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
23 yards on the tuck and run. For Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw on 2nd down, Blanton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the first half was not kind to him, and he knows that. 3 interceptions, but still tied, so kind of a clean slate.
I'd say it's a reprieve because ordinarily you throw 3 interceptions, your team should be behind. So he has to be thinking to himself, okay.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just get the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
They'll keep it on the ground. Blair, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Blair, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
61, matchbox lights. Safety's creeping.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, high 7. Hit it.
Operating from the gun. Blanton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Throwing on first down. Blanton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take... This one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Bust through the tackle. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make it
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moody. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team Here on 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Blair, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Any weapons? Hey, orbit. Kill, kill, kill.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. Blanton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll make it 3rd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. It's time to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Blanton. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Check 15 down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll keep it on the ground. Blair. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, Delta. 55.
On 4th down. Blanton, the quick slant caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Looking to throw. Blanton. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 3 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Cards, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get...
Tell me what you want to give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a